We are live on the internet. So,
Yeah.
um,
day or two.
say again?
I said it's been a day or two.
I know, right? It feels like it's been a while. So,
It's been a while.
it's been a while.
Roughly 3 weeks.
I think I heard my voice in your mic, Stefan. Anyway, so when last we left off, you had all successfully navigated your way out of the Verloren after having discovered some very sinister and dark secrets about the history of the Dwarven people. You managed to save your initial target, Ambrose, who, upon returning, met up with a member of the Merchants Guild. Or, sorry, the Masons Guild. And, began to consult with you about what his plans were. He didn't really know what he was going to do. He looked to you for advice, and y'all didn't have much of an opinion, so we don't know what he's going to do yet. After taking him to the Masons Guild and parting ways, you were on your way out of Gatshaw when a unit of blue-clad and heavily armed Gardal guardsmen accosted you. And at the head of this unit was a man known well to at least one of your party, Dwbar Gardal. So, with that, I'm going to move Bran into secret chat because we need to have a talk.
Oh boy. Wish me luck.
Alright, buddy. So, you were not taken up by the guards of House Gardal.
Sure.
You managed to hide in the crowd. But the rest of your party was taken and moved back to the Gardal estate. That includes Aaronbar, Dwbar, Jules, Lubo, and Captain Tomas.
Got it.
So, you and Echo
Mhm.
are free and clear, as it were.
Mhm.
Do you have any plans or anything you want to try to do?
I would definitely attempt to tail them. And kind of, well, like, we've seen where the House Cardell is,
Yeah,
so I
you
kinda know where
know-
I'm going, right?
Yeah, you do know where you're going.
So, I would probably try and, at first, after for a while, I would just sit there and I would wait. And if, say, after maybe 2 hours or something, I would try and send Athena in to try and communicate with them somehow. And then if I don't hear anything back by 3 hours, I'm probably going to try and sneak in.
Okay.
Sound reasonable?
Sounds good. So, if you're going to try to hide... You said you're trying to hide nearby, correct?
Yes, just even if it's like on a rooftop somewhere, just somewhere out of sight, out of mind.
Okay,
basically.
well, go ahead and make a stealth check. It's not going to be difficult since you're alone and you're using rooftops and you're not trying to be, like, right there. But go ahead and do that.
14 plus 12? Is that right? Seems like a lot. That's right, I think. Because I'm like stupid good at stuff. So, whatever 14 plus 12 is, 26.
So,
right?
well over 20... Oh, it's over 25. Okay. Then I'm actually going to say with that kind of a stealth roll, you can get yourself into a position where you're unseen and you can actually hear the conversation that is about to happen.
Alright.
Okay? So, you can sit in, obviously, while they're communicating. And since you can hear at any point based on an audio cue that you want to interject, just do it. Okay?
Right.
All right then.
Sounds good.
So,
Back we go.
all right.
Did things to like get them off, like to not trigger people to like get word back to him of where I was, basically. So this is like, you can't really do that anymore. So
Lane,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
how much influence would dwarven empires and the different houses have outside of the mountains?
Make a history check.
Oh, okay.
Can I help with that?
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
good at history.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Advantage on your roll, or do I just roll?
You can roll. I'll let you each make a roll.
Okay.
That's cocked. It's a 14.
Okay.
19.
All right. So between the two of you, you have similar information. The dwarves have actually a substantial amount of influence on the surface world.
I was wrong.
Gatshaw is the wealthiest city anywhere that anyone knows of because of just exports of raw material goods and high-end weaponry, technological advancements. They are a massive exporter, and on the surface, in cities, next to humans, dwarves are the most common race of people to see for that exact reason.
Okay, so when they asked me, I was like, not that much. I don't know.
No, it's huge. In fact, with Gatshaw specifically, so there are 3 dwarven cities. Nidavellir is a bit more reclusive, but with Gatshaw and Zadir, they can output so much military power and wealth more than anything that when wars break out, there's almost little mini campaigns of politics that are built on trying to see who can get the dwarven cities on their side, because that means they're going to have a massive financial advantage.
Also, aren't the Gardals kind of infamous in and of themselves?
Yeah, they are. I'd say for traveling for years with Dwbar, you probably would know that. Because on top of dwarves being forces of financial power, the Gardal family is one of the #1 banking families among all the dwarves. So...
They got their fingers in everything, basically.
Oh, they've got their fingers in everything.
Stubby fingers.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So, yeah, with a 14 and a 19, I think that's about what you guys know. You would know, especially you, Lubo, because you've gone to wars. You know how much money at war is basically bankrolled by dwarves.
That makes sense.
So,
Fair. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we're gonna get this opportunity to talk to some important dwarves.
mhm.
Oh.
Not that you weren't important, just you
Mhm.
don't seem to want.
I don't know if Dwbar mirrors that excitement to have this conversation.
Oh boy.
Wow, what's the worst that could happen?
So, some time goes by, and you guys are eventually led up a small hill onto what is a cliff face overlooking the city. And it is the location of the Great House Dwbar. As you approach, you see that it is heavily fortified, and in fact, Dwbar, you make note that the fortifications of your home have skyrocketed since you left.
Okay.
There is a whole extra exterior gate that was not there before, and multiple positions for guard posts, and it has a more militaristic look than you remember.
I
Noted.
tell Mr. Gardal, like, this is a pretty sweet setup you got here.
Okay, so he's not actually near enough for you to talk to him right now. If you imagine,
I yell at him.
okay, you can yell, but I want you to understand that there's like 3 or 4 like layers of units between you and him right now.
Oh, okay.
So,
Never mind then.
okay. So, you are all funneled into the estate. And Dwbar, you recognize that you're basically being led into what is a meeting chamber. You have seen it in use a lot, meetings of great house members or clients that your father would have in for loans and other things like that. And you guys are seated somewhat forcefully at a large, grandiose stone table.
Give
And
me 2 seconds. I want to grab my book. I want to see something.
okay, I'll pause. Okay, so
Something may become very pertinent in a moment.
So you see that on either side of this meeting hall, there are pillars going up to the top of a large 20-foot ceiling with these large stained glass windows, 4 on each side, each depicting what look to be like patriarchs of the Dwbar or of the Gardal family going down the line. And everything is draped in like a dark blue color, which are the family colors, and you see the family crest hung up on the wall. And Agelbar sits down at the head of the table. And for a moment, there's just this sort of strange, uncomfortable silence.
It is really fast. So, it's like, so all 3 of us, obviously, but then is Ambrose and Aaronbar there with us as well?
Ambrose is not, Aaronbar is.
Okay.
The people that are there with you are the 3 of you, Aaronbar and Captain Tomas, who is still with you.
I'm going to use my divine sense because I never remember to.
Okay.
So I just want to see if there are any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of us.
No.
Okay.
Worth a shot.
Good try, yeah. Good.
It doesn't cost me anything to use it, so I might as
Right.
well just use it.
Exactly. So he sits there, kind of looking you all over, specifically Dwbar, but he's analyzing everyone that's at the table right now. And then he finally looks up after an uncomfortably long silence to you, Dwbar, and says, "Why have you come back?"
Well, I think it was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
No.
I had things to do in the Underdark. I'm sorry. I had things to do in the Verloren. Ambrose was missing. Sort of a win-win, wouldn't you say?
It's convenient.
Can't life be convenient sometimes?
No. So, what is it that you were looking for?
Well, I mean, typical Verloren stuff. Powerful artifact.
So then that's it. You leave for years. When you come back, it's not for your house. It's not for your city. It's for powerful artifacts. Take them and leave with them. Bring them to the surface. Is that your plan?
I mean,
It's kind of his MO.
yeah. I mean, it's part of the plan, yeah. Believe it or not, I was going to make contact with you before I left. You just sort of took the initiative.
As I tend to do.
And as it usually works, here I am.
Dwbar, there was a time when I thought I would be able to fix you. There was a time when I thought that you could actually become the head of this house, the head of this house that is needed. You've done none of the things that need to be done to protect this house, and shown none of the characteristics of a leader of a city. You have done nothing but run, invent great things, and run with them.
Sorry, I'm looking over that thing really fast and make sure of something. That document with my family.
Sorry, not to like interrupt, but is there gonna be food?
You would do best to be silent, young human.
If you get him some food, that would make it easier.
And he kind of snaps his fingers to a guard. And he looks at you, Jules, and he says, "There will be food brought to you."
No, I was just asking, but I thank you.
Silence!
Yeah.
You come here with strange people, Dwbar.
Well,
Your human friend, this person. But more interestingly, the other one. I've heard of you, Lubo.
I've heard of you too. Pleasure to meet.
As well. I wish it were under
Handshake.
better circumstances. He does not shake your hand.
You going to leave me hanging?
Indeed. For now. I thought I knew you. I wanted to shake your hand when I met you, but given the circumstances, in time,
What circumstances?
that you're here
Didn't
with
you
my
just
traitor.
meet me? Didn't you just see me for the first time?
What he means is that he's heard of you before and wanted to meet you prior to this.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I think we can be friends, you and I.
Possibly. It will be difficult for me to be friends with an ally of my traitorous son.
So,
He just needs a little direction.
well, tell me this, Father. Do you know our family's history very well?
Better than anyone.
There's never been any Gardal that has strayed from the path for even just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? Our family is still one of the great houses, is it not?
It is.
And I'm still alive, am I not?
You are.
So we still have time, do we not? Who's supposed to take over? Delia? Come on.
As a matter of fact, she is. It won't be you. You've become untrustworthy. And your younger brother's even more of an idealist than you are. So, I had some strings
What?
pulled. And I've made it so that Delia, when I'm gone, can take over as the leader of this great house.
Really quick, I need something clarified.
Yeah.
So I'm about to basically bring up, like, not really a lawsuit, but like, I want to basically threaten some sort of legal and/or like some way to get it back the power from Delia after he's gone. Is there like a dwarven tradition to do that?
Well, I mean, traditionally the leaders of great houses are men. It's patriarchal. So, like, Delia being
So
the leader of this house would be a very, like, what? Huh?
So could I threaten to like undo that after he's gone?
Sure,
Like,
that'd be
at least try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And you don't think I can figure out a way around that?
With your reputation as a traitor, as a man who invented something that could have changed the fortunes of Gatshaw, made us even more powerful than we already are, but you've taken it and selfishly hid it away from the world.
And you don't think all will be forgiven if I bring it back?
Would you?
Depends on how this conversation goes, I assume.
Well, Dwbar, you're missing one important calculation in your little plan.
Mm-hmm.
Delia is far more ruthless than you are. Anything you try to do, she'll do what's necessary to ensure the future of this house.
She's too reckless. You
For now.
and I both know. Oh, and you're gonna change her? Like you changed me?
Easier to make someone calmer than to make them loyal.
I've always been loyal.
Well then,
Just not to a fault.
how about a test of that loyalty? Because there's another thing that you don't seem to have understood, despite having been back here for some time. Our house is on the verge of collapse. This city is on the verge of collapse. There is a civil war brewing. Dwarves in the streets fighting each other over the rise of these guilds.
Do you think your fortunes would be improved if you had 12 stone golems under your control?
12.
That was 4.
Or whatever. Was it 8?
I
don't
believe it
know,
was
to be
4 that survived. Yeah, it was 4. 100% it was 4. That would be quite a boon if such a thing could be achieved.
I want to make, I guess, a perception check. So I have no clue what the fuck Bran is and or if he's close.
Make a perception check, but it's going to have to be really high.
Good luck.
As all of the NPCs in my game ever have discovered, finding Bran is not easy.
Yeah, it's
5
a
to 5.
something, so no.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, you don't see Bran. At all.
Wait, hold on. Who had... Because we picked up the stone at the front of the Valorn. Who picked up the stone?
I believe I recovered both of. So I had
You have
the
both of them?
original.
Yeah, he's got both of them.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
As if we had the other one.
That's a good thought, but
that is a really good thought.
Okay.
Anyway, so Agelbar looks at you, Dwbar, sort of still eyeing what Lubo said and thinking about it. And he says, Dwbar, I, whether you like it or not, am the only thing holding this city together. Not House Holstarg, not House Rand, not any of the guilds, me. Because of how we do business, I've managed to create a very delicate web of debts and treaties that are keeping everyone from going to war with each other. Even the guilds are alive because I have orchestrated it so that they can be.
And what out of the kindness of your heart?
Of course not. With Ambrose
see.
back, there is an opportunity to be had. The way things are, enough of the council is in my pocket. They're in debt enough, and we have enough wealth to throw at the situation. We can get the council to put our house in charge of this city. We could be kings in all but name. High Counselor will be the title. And in doing
already
so, we will
thought of a
bring
name.
Yes. It will bring stability. These guilds will tear the city apart. They will ravage us. They think of nothing but the next coin. They don't think about the city. They don't think about the long-term stability. Only what can be achieved the next day. I admire their ambition, but they don't understand how the city works. With me in charge of it, I can tame that wild ambition and turn them into a force of power.
Well, I mean, that's a great speech and all. You've thought about it a lot, obviously. You haven't really explained what my part is, if you have a plan, or you're just boasting about a plan.
Your part, Dwbar, is to leave this city as quietly as you came in. You coming back, it is inconvenient. It will shake the faith of people who are only barely aligned with me as is. Moreover, I need one other thing. In saving Ambrose, you have earned his loyalty. Tell him to help me. There are only a few members of the council that I need on my side, but they are incorruptible paladins of virtue and cannot be bought. But if Ambrose, if the Ordinator says to help me, that's victory.
Really quick, again, out of game. He's a man of his word, right? He's not. Sure, he brokers debts, but
He brokers
he's not.
debts, and he has a tendency. If he lies, it's only ever a lie of omission. He will never say anything that isn't true.
Well, can I do an insight check to see how much of a lie emitter he's being right now?
Yeah, sure, make an insight check.
12.
He's tough to read, man. This is a very practiced. Yeah, this is a
You see
very
Jules.
practiced individual at talking.
Jules is sort of like just looking over his shoulder, constantly seeing if any waiters with food is coming. Just constantly looking around the room, trying to see if.
So what is the room they're in? What is it like? Or the real question is, does it have a window?
Yeah, there are 4 giant stained glass windows on either side, and there's also a doorway leading in.
Yeah, I'm like constantly looking at it, waiting to see if anyone with food is coming in. Just sort of like.
Can Athena land in one of the windows and be seen by them?
All 3 of you make a perception check.
Since I'm looking around already, would I have? No. Okay.
Easy. Oh, okay. I thought I rolled 2 2s in it.
That's an 11.
4.
18.
Dwbar. As you're having this conversation, you see just this brief speckle of ethereal light coming through one of the stained glass windows, and you see Athena just sitting there perched.
There's no real way to motion without being conspicuous.
Nah.
Okay, I'll keep that in my mind. I say, well, I can do that. I probably would have done that without your interference. But now I want something for it.
And what do you want?
An open door.
Into this house?
I don't need a fucking... Well, I won't curse. I don't need a place to stay. I'm talking about an open mind when I come back from my rightful place.
And into the Valor.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. With my experience outside the mountain, and all the things I've done and will do, we will expand. Well, what should I say? If your plan goes through, I can expand us even further into areas we have never been and would never be without me.
Dwbar,
Like,
on a meta level, how much of what you're saying is a bending of the truth?
I would say,
Because I know you're not lying per se, but you're
yes.
definitely bending the truth.
So I'm saying it with the implication of the weapons, but I'm meaning like the college thing we talked about.
I know, yeah. I know what you're talking about. So I just wanted to clarify with you before I asked you to make a deception check. Since you're
Yes.
not lying, I'm going to give you advantage, but don't let that comfort you too much because you know who you're talking to.
Yep. Deception. Okay, so that's a 13. 19.
19. Ooh. So, he looks at you. Dwbar, you give me Ambrose. And there is a world where you can earn back your place in this family. That is true. There is not a world where you do that without giving up what you've made. I know what you've made, not just from seeing it now, not just from hearing about the Verloren, but from the stories I've heard about you on the surface. Did you really think you could bring back an entire kingdom and I wouldn't notice?
That was more, again out of game. We had talked about, I guess Queen Rhiannon never actually went to Gatshaw, did she?
No, you guys never did that.
No, we mentioned it to her and like said, hey, pointed her in that direction.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't go for that.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
That was more of a suggestion anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So, okay, bring back without knowing. Okay. Say, well, I'm not exactly trying to hide.
That's pretty obvious. A relationship with the queen. Interesting.
Very interesting, isn't it?
It is. And it's for that reason, and the reason of your invention, the reason of the deeds you've done and the fame you've gained on the surface. And if you give me Ambrose, it is for all those reasons that I can look past the fact that you are bending the truth to me and agree to your terms.
You should see what else I'm inventing too.
I can't wait.
I'm sure. It should go without saying, Aaron-Bar won't suffer for my sins either. His own, but not for mine.
Aaron-Bar will be dealt with accordingly. As far as I'm concerned, you're still a traitor. And I'm not excited to see you back here again, and it will take one hell of an arrangement to get me to give you control of this family instead of Delia, who has been nothing but loyal.
You can train loyalty to a dog too. Doesn't mean they should lead a house.
He went there.
Hold on.
I actively full just like.
Isn't she your sister?
Yeah, I'm sort of in the moment role playing that I hate her. I've sort of just figured that out.
I actively just thought,
Out of game, could Bran even want this job? Or sorry, Dwbar even want this job?
Yes, because there are what I have planned, like for Dwbar in the future. I need the resources of my family, so yes,
Right.
he does.
So, as you say that, Dwbar, you notice just in the distance, Delia has been watching through a very small cracked doorway, and you see her just scowling at you. Quietly. But she is.
Fine with me.
What's
So,
one more enemy, right?
Yeah. I know.
Next rapid fire.
bring me Ambrose, Dwbar. I'm done. And he gets up to walk away.
As he's getting up, I say, "Oh, this one's free," and I'll bring out the telescope and slide it across the table to him.
Oh. He picks it up and he looks through it. Entertaining, Dwbar. And he walks away.
Okay.
So,
I'll go find Ambrose.
the guards are not holding you anymore.
So that I guess we're not getting food.
One of the guards just shoots you a glare.
I wouldn't count on it, Jules.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
There is terrible hospitality in this city.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I'm assuming I can find Ambrose pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, just walk out.
Can I find him?
Can as we
Yeah.
leave the room, can I intimidate one of the guards?
Sure. Just roll
with
an
my-
intimidation
like,
check.
use, like any. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
Just roll an intimidation check.
The one who glared at me.
That is awesome. 26.
Yeah, you kind of just give him like a as you walk by, and he flinches like crazy. Aside from you being like way taller than him, like you look like a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, he is not.
Cool.
He doesn't know how to deal with that.
You shivered his timbers.
So,
Cool.
Did
Be more polite to strangers.
what were you saying, Dwbar?
did he take the old looking glass with him?
Oh yeah, he absolutely took it with him.
Okay.
So as you are leaving the estate to go and try and find Ambrose, I want.
I wanna do a thing too, real quick.
Okay, go ahead and do a thing, Bran.
Let me ask you if it's feasible first.
Okay.
Also, I need to pee. Be right
Would
back.
the food have been like smaller sized? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you're not much taller than dwarves, there, buddy.
but I'm saying overall, like, just I feel like it would have been. Finger food.
Finger food.
Okay, hold on. Need to wait on Josh to get back. Little out of game moment. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a great line.
I would like to do that thing.
Okay, so I want to say for the purposes of this next series of events, the three of you are just walking out of the estate. Bran.
I would obviously say bye to my brother.
Yeah. Okay. I think that there is a moment. Yeah.
I don't have to roleplay, just
Okay. So there's nothing specific that you want to communicate or give or whatever.
just that if he needs me, I'll tell him where we're at. And
Okay, so you give him the location of Castle Rind and...
Yeah.
Okay.
I suggest that he tries going up to the surface and seeing the sky, because it's pretty cool.
He looks at you and he goes, Lubo, you're kind of like, you're weird, but honestly kind of in a good way. You're also terrifying, but I don't know. Not once you get to know you.
I'll take it.
Anyway,
Nice hammer.
it was a pleasure to meet you. And Dwbar, be careful.
you too.
I will. Yeah.
Out of game. Are we coming back? We're gonna come back here, right?
Yes. Hold on. So, Bran,
Like,
from your position on the roof of the Gardal estate, you hear everything. And as you hear Agelbar begin to depart, you pursue, remaining hidden, stealthy, listening to his conversation. You hear him and Delia begin to talk, and Delia immediately just goes into a fit of rage. You know, saying, how could you say that to him? I'm the one who's going to take over the family, not him. He left us. He's a traitor. Just going absolutely berserk, right? And he eventually gets her calmed down and sort of sends her on her way. She still storms off like a brat, but slightly calmer. You continue to follow Agelbar for some time. Because you rolled like a 28 stealth check, I'm not going to have you roll another one.
I'll do it.
I'll fucking do it.
But,
I'll do it again.
there's some time where you see Agelbar, he stands alone for just a bit and kind of puts his temples to his head, just processing everything that's happening. And he goes outside into a small, like, garden area. He talks to a guard momentarily, you know, asking for a drink and some food. And then I need you to make a perception check.
Perception. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So, you see it very early. You look over to another far roof of the Gardal estate. And you see a dwarf, masked, and a bow. You have a chance to intervene before the assassin takes a shot at Agelbar Gardal.
Okay. I will definitely be doing that. How far away is this guy?
He's about, I will say about 60 feet away. The other side of this, like, it's like a garden surrounded on all four sides by the estate, and he's on the opposite wall from you, or the opposite roof.
I get one chance, right?
It would seem.
No pressure, right, guys?
What are you doing?
So is this like I can move and make an action, or
You have basically a full turn with which to do something.
Okay. He's 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I will move 40 feet closer to him and use my bonus action to Misty Step right on top of him and try and catch him off guard and disarm him and restrain him.
Okay. So hold on just one second.
Restrain secondary.
So repeat that series of events again real quick for me.
I will attempt to move closer out of sight, and as my bonus action, I will Misty Step and close the last 20 feet and get above him or whatever to catch him off guard, and then I will attempt to disarm him.
Okay.
And I will probably also be yelling at. Is there any chance Dwbar and them could hear me?
Very possible. They're not that far away yet. They're at the bottom of the hill, so they're not going to be back in any reasonable amount of time in combat. But to hear you, possibly.
What was his father's name?
Agilbar.
Agilbar.
Okay, so first things first. To make that distance, you're not going to be able to run around the roof. So I'm going to need you to make one hell of an acrobatics check right now.
Huh?
No pressure.
No pressure. Acrobatics? No athletics?
Whichever one you're better at, I don't mind.
I get +5 to athletics. That is...
Wait, athletics? That's a strength thing, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's 23.
23, okay. So, you see the assassin pull up a crossbow. Prepare to take a shot. Just instinct kicks in. You sprint toward the edge of the roof above where Agilbar is, and you just jump as far and high as you can, and at the apex of your jump, Misty Step higher and further into the air so that you can use the falling arc as a way to get to the other side of the thing. As you come out, you see that the crossbow is already aimed and leveled. And so, because I love the pure flavor of this so much, I'm going to say, you pull out your bow, and while in the air, you release an arrow. At the same time, the crossbow fires a bolt, and they collide in the air.
Huh.
Stopping it, although it does get Agilbar's attention. And he looks up just in time to see you land on the dwarf, and I'm going to need you to roll initiative real quick.
Alright. Dice gods are with me tonight.
Fucking dude perfect over here shooting bows with bows.
Yeah. The 21 for initiative.
21 for initiative. Okay. So, hold on one second. While I get some things set up. I'm not going to use a battle map for this because I don't have one on hand for this exact scenario, and because I don't think we need it. So, Lubo, you're not going to get your initiative bonus for this one because you're not aware that combat is starting.
Okay.
So let's do initiative. All initiatives. Oh no, okay. So
all the cards. Every single one of them.
So the first one up in initiative is the assassin.
He beat me out with a 21.
How close are we? I thought this is like on the other side of the building.
Y'all best be running.
So, no. You guys, so there was time. Remember, Agilbar had a whole conversation with Delia that Bran was observing, and you guys have been walking toward the city that entire time.
Okay, but we heard what's happening. How far away are we?
You haven't heard it yet. No one's actually shouted yet.
Oh, okay.
Agilbar noticed because he was right there.
Okay.
So why are we rolling?
Arrows shattering into each other.
So I'm rolling just in case. Oh, I'm sorry. I used Fantasy Ground to roll for all of you, so don't worry about actually rolling. But no, I'm rolling just in case some event happens that would draw you back into the situation. So first up is the assassin, and I need combat music. Yeah, well, it's actually good timing. So, all right then. So, the assassin, let's see what he can do. All right, so Bran, the assassin draws out a short sword and is going to make 2 attacks against you with it.
Huh?
So, first attack is what?
Where's Echo in all this, by the way?
No.
Back where he jumped from. So it's gonna take her. Well, at her speed, it's only gonna be 1 round. She'll be back. She'll miss 1 turn, and then she'll be caught up with you.
Yeah.
So the first attack is gonna miss. Is an 11. The second attack is a dirty 20.
Hits.
All right. And that'll do 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Is it against poison?
Wait, say what?
Yeah, is it against poison?
It is.
I am resistant to poison.
Ooh. All right then. You still have to make the con save.
Yeah. Oh. To con save, so that's a 19.
Okay, yeah. You didn't. The poison didn't take hold.
Huh.
So how?
My
Yeah.
turn?
That will make it your turn.
How close I'm within melee range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to be.
He's meleeing you, so you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right up on him.
Alright. I will draw out Grace. Do I need Grace? Yes. I will be using Grace. And I will use my bonus action to cast Ensnaring Strike. And then I will make an attack at him.
Okay.
With Grace.
Make your attack roll.
That is a 17 plus 6. I'm
Plus
literally
what?
just rolling 17.
Oh yeah, no, you hit. Okay.
Alright. And then that will be 1d8 plus 2. So this is 4 damage from the sword and then Ensnaring Strike.
So what does he have to do?
Succeed on a strength saving throw or be
Strength
restrained.
saving throw. Oh, that's so bad for him.
Wonderful.
Although he did roll a 15. What's your DC?
I believe it is. Full save DC is 15.
15, so he succeeds.
Kidding.
You might want to recalculate if you haven't done it in a while. I'm not sure if.
What is spell save DC?
It's 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So, yeah, that's right. 15. 8 plus 3 plus 4.
Our proficiency is 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
8
he
plus 3
did it.
plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you're.
It's 15.
Mm-hmm.
Uh.
So,
Okay. Alright.
so he resists the effects of a ensnaring strike.
Must be restrained. Target succeeds on the. Okay.
You done?
Then. Yeah.
Go.
How high up are we right now?
How high up? You're about. It's a 20-foot ceiling, so you're 20 feet off the ground.
I guess I can do this. When you hit a creature with a weapon, I can deal an extra 1d4 psychic damage to the target. And it'll only hit once per turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, deal the extra damage.
It is 4.
Okay. So, do you have a bonus action you want to do?
Ensnaring Strike cast.
Oh, that was a bonus? Okay. Well, then that'll end your turn. Echo loses a turn to catch up with you.
Alright.
Which makes it...
Jules.
Well, Agelbar's turn, actually, because he's the only other person involved in this. And you hear Agelbar start shouting, "Help! Assassin! Help! Help!" So, with that, I think I want the three of you not in this fight to make a perception check.
Perception check.
11.
19.
6.
I'm not going to use this die anymore.
Same.
Dwbar, you hear your dad screaming, "Help, assassin!"
Okay. Which,
So,
really quickly, is it Luvo or Jules has like this super teleport thing?
Both.
Lubo. Oh, both.
Which one has the more super?
they both
Okay,
have
but-
the same
okay,
spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cape of the mouth, I think.
They
But,
both have the cape.
I mean, they can teleport one creature with them.
Yep.
Correct.
500 feet.
500 feet.
So, am I going next? Because I'm first in initiative.
So, let me ask, Lubo or Jules, are either of you going to use your Cape of the Mountebank to get back to the mansion, assuming that Dwbar has told you?
I would.
Yeah, I can bring him.
Okay, then here's what I'm going to say. You use Cape of the Mountebank to go back up the hill from basically the bottom of it. You're at the front door of the mansion. There's going to be one more round with only the assassin and Bran in the combat, and then you guys are going to be in the area. And Echo. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
So, then it is the
I'm
assassin's turn.
assuming I took, or is Captain Tomas with us? I would have taken the other.
Oh, yeah, Captain Tomas is with you, so...
So he could have taken.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
can
take
both.
Captain.
You can take
Right.
both of them. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So the assassin's turn, and he's going to use his bonus action to use his feature called Dirty Fighting, and
Pocket sand.
you know it's funny you say that.
I'm aware. That's why I said it.
Bran,
I'm aware with 35.
I am going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Another one? That wasn't very good. That was a 4.
Okay, so your eyes are full of sand. Until your turn, you are considered blinded, and you have to use an action to wipe the sand out of your eyes.
Alright.
Hey, that's cheating.
So, pirate. Anyway, so that was his bonus action. So now he's going to make an attack against you with his short sword and get advantage on it because you're blinded.
Oh boy.
The first one misses. The second one's a 24, so that'll hit. Now,
Yeah.
because he's an assassin, anytime he has advantage on an attack roll, he gets to use sneak attack. So he's going to do a whole bunch of extra damage to you.
I ain't scared. But I have.
56.
Oh, crap, that's... It's not letting me do the damage. That's dumb. Alright, I'll just do it here. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 27 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make another con save.
That's 17 plus 2.
He does have
Good.
the above.
19.
19? Good God.
Yep.
So you again resist the poison effect.
Bring it. Alright, so how much damage was that? Somebody, I need quick math.
Oh, wait, what?
How much
Math.
damage should I take from the
It
sneak
was
attack?
27 total damage that you took. So take 14 away from that.
Oh, I took that temp away. I didn't think did we still have that?
Actually,
I'm
probably
assuming we did.
wouldn't.
No? That was coming out of the Lauren.
How long does
Oh.
Inspiring Leader last, Lubo?
Oh, they're temp HP. They don't go away until
Oh.
long rest.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you still got
Oh.
it.
Oh, I need to put it back. So you would take 13.
Okay.
So, I think that's right.
Oh, Brand, don't change your max health, dude.
Yeah, this is 92.
Yep.
Wrong box.
Health?
On accident, yes.
455. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm all confuzzled right now.
I got you, dude.
27 minus 14. 13 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Bilbo, you're going in front with that HP.
Yeah.
All right, so that will end the assassin's turn, making it Bran and Echo's turn.
So how much space is there up here on top of this roof? Wherever the heck we are.
There's
Is it more than
about
20 feet?
horizontally, yeah, you've got space up there.
Alright. I would like to have Echo attempt to pounce.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, she can do that here.
Alright,
So-
we'll make the attack roll. That is not amazing. But she gets a ridiculous amount, so that's 20. Gets plus
Okay,
10 to the roll.
so he'll make the go ahead and roll damage for that attack, and he's gonna make a strength save.
D8.
Oh, he rolled a 4.
Alright, so that's 9 damage from the first maul. I believe he will be prone. Correct?
Correct.
And I will make another maul attack with advantage.
Yep.
Which is good, because that was a 15. That is a 27 on the second.
All right, roll the damage.
That is another 9 damage.
All right.
And let's play how many spell slots do I have left? See. A lot, actually. So I will use my bonus action to cast another ensnaring strike, and I will attempt to ensnare him once more.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack.
This,
With
so-
disadvantage because you haven't wiped the sand out of your eyes.
Alright. That is still really good. Grace is a +6, so that is a 21 to hit.
You still hit. He'll make a strength save. So you just, even though you're blind, you kind of just swing it where he was, and you manage to collide. And he rolled a 2, so yeah, he fails.
Alright, and he will take 6 damage from the sword hit. And
Okay.
then, yeah, he is restrained by magical vines.
All right.
While restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch that creature, can use an action to make a strength check against my spell save DC.
So he's prone and restrained.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright.
He is tied to the roof.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do anything else other than move, right?
Yeah. I think at this point, honestly, at this point, with everyone now here and him restrained and prone, combat is over. He's surrendering.
I will disarm him, just for safe measure, and keep my weapon my bow trained on him, but
Okay. So,
basically try to make it obvious who the bad guy is. Also clear the sand out of my eyes.
mhm. Absolutely. So, after
Well, that was not how I was expecting that to go at all. I'll be real honest. I was gonna do something super petty, but I was thinking, I'll just wait for a good opportunity. Then I'm gonna cast silence, just kind of put the fear of God in him a little bit. But
well, you subverted what would have been a very, very important perception roll that the party didn't have to make. So, as this happens, you see guards and your party begin to flood into the courtyard, and Agelbar has already sort of managed to get his way up onto the roof. And he's running up to you. And he sees the man tied down, and he looks at you, Bran, who he does not recognize. Who are you?
a friend of Dwbar's.
And who is
Sir
he?
Agelbar. That is a very good question. I would be very interested to find that information out together with you.
As would I. And you see him just walk up and grab onto like a place where he's got a cut from your sword and just squeeze. And the guy, of course, hollers out in pain. And Agelbar he gets down right in his face. Who are you? And why did you try to kill me? And he is going to make an intimidation check. And rolling that one.
I was thinking, say, can I assist him on that since I kind of get a...
Yeah, but what do you say? What do you say to him?
I will tell him it's best he talk now before everybody else gets here and makes his life a lot worse.
Make an intimidation check.
Hold on. They wander things. No, that won't help me. Alright. Intimidation, you say? It's not the greatest roll, but could it be? Is it intimidation or persuasion?
It would very much be intimidation at this point.
Alright. What's your shot? Alright, that's 11.
No. He just sits there resisting the pain. I will allow one more intimidation attempt from the group's resident intimidator.
May I help?
Yes, just so you know, the DC is raised every time you try to do this. Someone tries to do this.
31.
Has it raised that much? Good old DM.
Well, not yet. So as Lubo climbs up onto the roof and just leans over, you don't even have to say anything. This dude just thinks he's looking at a demon. And you see him start to shake a bit, and he goes, I didn't know they had fucking demons. What is this? What do you ask him, Lubo?
Shut up. Now talk.
Which one?
Conflicting messages too.
First one, then the other. Who are you? Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
I was just about to say, who's your daddy?
Daddy means boss where I'm from.
Oh, okay, that's very different then. My name is Margus. I work for the Mercenaries Guild.
I want to see you something.
Make an insight check.
That's pretty good insight. That is a 26.
He's telling the truth, but he's leaving things out.
Who were you hired by?
Damn it. We got a contract, although in this case I don't really think you could call it that. It was more of a meeting. They ended with me getting a job. One second, I need to look at a note.
You're real bad at telling stories.
Hold on, sorry.
He's the fast
need
and
a
all the
note.
storyteller.
I need a note.
Yeah.
Lore and stuff. I lost my note. I'm not gonna worry about it. So he says, "Oh, I remembered something. We got a meeting from Lord Holstog of the House Holstog. If I'm being honest, at first we thought he was there to attack us or something, but nope. He had information. Accurate information, as our spies came to find out. And he sees you kind of, as you arrive, Dwbar, he looks up at you and Agilbar and he says, Agilbar, they know what you're doing. Make of that what you will. They don't want you to do it. I was option one. That's how much they hate your plan.
Who specifically sent you? Like, someone had to, like, tell you.
The orders came straight from our guildmaster. I stood there in a room with our guildmaster and the Lord of House Holstard, who were sitting there not trying to stab each other, agreeing on one thing. The Gardals need to go.
Bran stabbed him, right?
Yeah, and you see he's
yeah.
like clutching at the wound.
Okay, I'm gonna stick my finger into the wound.
He just starts screaming. Like, why? What are you doing? I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, what kind of mercenary gives it up that easily?
The kind who
You're
wants
a
to live.
disgrace.
I'm in it for the
You're
money.
a fucking disgrace.
All I want is money. I don't want to lose my life for some political coup. I don't give a damn. I just want to make it out of here and get paid another day. Would you do any different?
Well, I'm not the one with a hole in his body.
Yeah, about that. Am I walking out of here, or what's gonna happen? That's everything. I'm not holding any information back from you.
Right.
Torture me all you want. That's all there is. I stood in a room and watched two mortal enemies sit there and agree that there was one person in this city they hated more than each other.
Enemy, my enemy, and all that.
And
Well,
at
look
this
at
point,
Elbar and see what he's
Agilbar
gonna
walks
do.
away.
I'm just gonna look to Dwbar, and choice is his.
I mean, just tie him up and hand him off to a guard. My father will deal with it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, he is restrained and taken to... Yeah, of course, you would have basically a small prison inside of the estate, like a dungeon. And Aaron who is now also part of this, looks up and goes, How did How did they find out? I didn't even know this was happening. Well, not really. I mean, heard some stuff. But I didn't know.
I don't know.
What is he referring to exactly?
That basically he's referring to that
plan.
Agelbar's trying to become dictator of Gatshaw.
Yeah.
He's trying to set things up where nobody has enough power to equal him.
Dwbar, not that you would know, but I'm just gonna ask. With this plan, or maybe you know, Aaron Barr, this whole plan, was this before? Was this even before Ambrose was missing?
I started hearing Dad talk about things like this, yeah, a long time ago. It's around the time, a few months after Dwbar left, when he started increasing security at the estate. The extra walls, more guards. He's been pouring money into it. I knew something was up, so, well, I started listening. I knew what he was doing for a while, but I didn't really want to talk to anybody because I thought it might put him in danger.
Because there's two ways that you can go about this. One, as the enemy, you put a person in, or two, you pay someone who's in.
I mean, I got in here, so I mean,
You're also.
I am me, but at the same time, it's not impossible.
I don't know. And at this point, Dwbar, you hear a voice that sends shivers down your spine. Hello, brother.
You're behind me.
Enjoy.
Always.
Thank you.
Well, not right now, apparently.
Not right now. Dwbar, are you going to go get Ambrose or what?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but my friend just saved our father's life. I've been a little busy.
Yes, so it would seem. I believe that's over now, though.
I believe it is.
Okay, so then why are you still standing here?
Because you're talking to me.
I'm gonna walk out past her, and as I walk past, I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. I recommend you tighten up security, unless you're trying to get your father killed.
I
and walk
follow
away.
Bran, and as I'm leaving, I'm a minor illusion of a dog bark.
I love it. So, she just looks at you. You should have stayed gone. And then walks away.
I won't say anything.
So,
I want to ask just Dwbar, like whenever after we get outside the estate.
okay, then I'll say, yeah, for the sake of, since it seems like there's nothing else for you that you guys want to do in here, you guys begin to make your way back down the hill again. What do you want to say?
Ask Dwbar, did I make the right call?
Yeah, we did.
Thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
I know how to push his buttons. I don't know how to push my sister's.
Fair enough.
So we'll go and find Ambrose on our way out.
Okay. So, as you guys leave, you make your way down to the Ordinus. The Ordinus is sort of it's the equivalent to a church for dwarves. It is the center of their religion, and it is there that Ambrose lives and works as the ordinator. He is the head of the Church of Gatshal, basically. And you enter, and there's, a formal process. You asking directly for Ambrose, it's kind of like walking into the Vatican. Hey, can I talk to Louis? You know. But you give your names, and it's a little bit before Ambrose kind of walks back down to you, and he goes, "Oh, you're back so soon. What can I do for you?"
Can we talk privately?
Of course. And he takes you back to a private room, basically his home within the Ordinus. And he says, "What is going on? I've heard that there was some kind of a commotion in the streets not too long ago."
In the what?
In the streets.
Oh, in the streets.
Y'all getting taken to the house, I'm guessing he's referring to?
Well, my father met us and had a few words for me, for us. But okay, give me a second. Okay, well, that was my father's way of... Oh, no, he was there. Why would he say I heard some commotion?
No, he departed.
No, he departed. He stayed.
No,
he left out of the Masons Guild, like, early on.
We just departed from him, and then,
okay.
right as we were leaving that your father intervened.
Okay, so I'll say, well, that was my father stopping us.
Oh, so he did find you then.
Overreactionary way. Yeah, had a nice little chat, if you could call it that. And came to ask me to come garner your support for his plan. I'm assuming you know what it is.
I'm not aware of a plan.
So I'll
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
19.
He is being honest. He is not aware of any kind of conspiracy or plan from Dwbar Gardal.
Okay.
You worded that very strangely.
I picked up on it too, but dig too deep.
Yeah, you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'll say, well, he asked me, so I'll explain sort of the outline of the plan, and say he asked me to come garner your support because he needs you.
I knew it would only be a matter of time. I wasn't aware of a plan, Dwbar, but I'm not by any means surprised by its existence. In fact, if it was going to be anyone, I knew it would be your father. He's the only one smart and ruthless enough to do something like this.
Well, and you should help quicker rather than later. Because Harstag? Holstarg, apparently caught wind and just tried to assassinate him.
House Holstag by itself?
And
Why would a great house... Oh. Huh. So his plan was so devious it got the guilds and the nobles to work together? Dwbar, I'm not sure there's anything I can do.
Just promise me you'll help support him.
Before I agree to that, I want to explain something to you. Before I was abducted, people were starting to ask me, whose side are you on? The nobles or the guilds? And originally I thought that was the only choice I might have to make. I didn't want to make it at all. that things got more and more tense and fights started breaking out. I knew something would have to happen eventually. But then I started noticing. The nobles, they weren't just scheming against the guilds. They were scheming against each other. And I thought, well, maybe that's a sign. The old ways have become slow, the wheels of that system bogged down and no longer turning, probably. So maybe the guilds are the right choice. But then, I became aware of something else. The guilds are all trying to buy each other. They also don't want to share power. At the end of the day, there will, from this, be one in charge. I don't know if that's avoidable. Before the guilds, the noble houses all had enough power that no one could do anything about anyone else. It was a deadlock. For generations, the noble houses were in deadlock. The guilds broke that deadlock. If the guilds go away, it will open up a vacuum for the noble houses to flood in and try to be in charge, like your father is apparently trying to do. And the same can be said if the noble houses fall. The guilds will all go to war, trying to become the last guild standing, or at least the only one that matters. So change is inevitable. So my question to you, Dwbar, is standing here before me in this room, as the one who can shift the council to one side or the other, do you honestly believe that your father and House Gardal are the right option to shepherd Gatshaw through this change?
Are you suggesting treason?
It's not treason. No one's in charge right now, Jules. That's what all of this fighting is about.
Well, from a bloodline standpoint, I was more so talking.
He's not a Gardal.
I think that we are not the worst option, nor the best, because there isn't one. And so all things being equal, I think we should roll because, well, not roll. I think we should take charge, because eventually I will be in charge. And I know what... I have different goals in mind, overall, that I think would help the city.
Dwbar, in the Verloren, I realized that I did not agree with your idealism. And I still believe in what I said down there, but you were the one who was trying to keep dwarven lives from becoming experiments, and I was not. So my faith in my own moral compass has been shaken. And if you tell me to support House Gardal, I will. If you tell me to support the guilds, I will. So, Dwbar Gardal, who should rule Gatshaw?
The Gardals should be in charge.
So it will be.
And don't tell my father what I said about that last part. He's caught on that I'm up to something, but he doesn't know exactly what yet.
So, I am to support a family. I am to support a house that's divided. That is
I have
a bit
made
of
the first steps in amending that. And this was one of them.
Well, I hope you succeed. Because, in my view, the Gardals in charge is the greatest possibility of success and the greatest possibility of failure. because if you succeed and your father passes, then I believe we'll be in good or at least moral hands. But if you fail and your father passes, your sister's a psycho.
You don't have to tell me. Just make sure he stays alive long enough for me to be back.
I will do my best. If you know anyone who can protect him, or keep an eye on him, I recommend finding that person and having that happen. Tell whoever it is to maybe, I don't know, keep an eye on your sister. Alright, Dwbar. I don't see that there's any more business we have, so I will see it done. You can leave Gatshaw knowing that the council will vote in favor of your family.
Thank you. I will turn and leave.
Okay. And I'm curious, are you guys going to be leaving Gatshaw at this point? Or is there any last business you want to attend in this city?
I want to have a last conversation with his dad.
We will handle that out of game, because I kind of don't want to go back to that right now. Okay?
Okay. I thought we were going to go back to, tell him of this conversation.
I don't think that's necessary at this point. Ambrose is going to approach him.
Okay. Well, I did want to sell him the golem stick.
Okay. I'll talk to you about that, after this. Okay?
Yes.
So, any other last-minute business you guys want to attend?
Let me take a perusal through my notes.
Am I correct that you have not figured out the arcane amulet and arcane Valoran sword?
Actually, I think I was looking at that. Hold on. Let me see if I may have put them into your inventory already. I am not sure about that. No, just says arcane amulet and arcane Valoran sword, but I do think that I had found something. Hold on. Let me have a quick look-see.
What was the assassin's name again?
Margus.
Marcus. I'll let you finish this, I guess, first. I mean, do you guys want me to? I can probably dig around for information on Margus if you want to find out more.
Oh, we did want to find an ambassador, or we were going to use
Possibly Aaronbar, I remember you guys
Arendal,
suggesting.
right? Arenbar, yeah. We're going to use Arenbar as our ambassador.
I mean, kind of set that up already, didn't we? Dwbar told him where we are located.
Yeah.
There was also... Didn't we send those guys out to the dwarf smiths? They were going to head to Ren?
No, we didn't end up doing that yet. We were going to.
Lane, how do you spell the assassin's name? How do you spell that?
Margus.
Marcus.
Okay, so I'm adding the sword to your kit. It is a +2 longsword. No enchantment, but it's a +2 to attack and damage rolls.
Cool.
How do you spell Ambrose?
Ambrus.
If
I
you
was
guys
gonna ask-
wanted. Yeah.
I want to ask Ambrose how expeditions into the Underdark are going to be handled going forward.
Okay. One moment.
After-
And there you go. There is the amulet. Oh, I didn't Hold on. Let me... That should be item identified. Why is it not item identified?
Oh, I forgot about this thing.
Anyway.
It wasn't technically identified either. I just put +2 on.
Right. No, I'm... Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we
should
don't
have
have to
been,
deal
huh?
with this now.
Okay, but it's a +2 longsword and an amulet of health, just so that you know.
Cool.
So. Alright, so to respond to Brand's question, Amber says, well, more carefully, I'm even considering using my position to put restrictions on exploration for the time being.
I think that would be very wise.
At least until we can figure out what to do with what we found.
Yes. I'm asking y'all as a group, would it be worthwhile, do y'all think, for us to send our vassals back here to explore the Underdark further?
Maybe.
It could.
That's just an idea.
That's a
I was thinking
cool
about
idea.
greasing the
What do you want to
skids
send
for
all of them?
that. I mean, the primary ones are obviously the people who are most likely to come back.
Well, we have an army. Could definitely send some of our army down there.
I mean, that's kind of what the dwarves have been doing, and it hasn't worked out very well for them, so...
No, but we have a better army.
Do we have a better army?
Your army is green infantry, mostly. And
No,
I have a better army.
They survived a battle.
you have, Lubo, you have a very good cavalry unit.
Yeah, let's not send them into the Underdark.
You said they weren't green
I feel
anymore
like the
because they
Black
just
Teeth
survived the
could do
battle of
fine
Ren.
down there, but I'm not going to send them down there.
I mean, they could. The Black Teeth could do fine. Which, the Black Teeth are among your retainers also, by the way. They're not just a unit.
That's what
Yeah, yeah,
I wanted to send retainer.
Mm-hmm.
No.
but I don't really want to send my cane down there.
It's just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you want to dig around for Margus, I'm more than happy to look the part of said Margus and go around trying to find someone who recognizes me, but
We could just go to if we want to still deal with that stuff.
yeah,
or we could ex-nay.
Frankly, Lubo misses outside.
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to get out of here.
yeah. So,
All right. So then, you guys begin to make your way back up the grand stairs, spiraling up and up and up and up for so long upstairs, before finally coming back to the surface, out onto the cliffside in the Kingdom of Rain.
It smells sweet.
You immediately feel
I
the air. Just lay on the ground,
Yeah.
just, oh.
Well, no, I'm gonna, step away and pray for, I'd say, like a solid 10 minutes.
Since that's the first thing that you did when you got to the surface, I'm going to go ahead and award you 15 points of concordance.
All right. Oh, I missed this guy.
It's a strongholds and followers mechanic for paladins and clerics. So, and as you guys reach the surface and feel the cool breeze, you make your way out a little ways back towards a place where you can camp. And as you set up camp for the night, Bran and Dwbar, you look out as you're setting up camp, and both of you at the same time see the flicker of a silhouette before it disappears.
And I identify the silhouette.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you see it for about a split second.
Right, first one. Right, first one is a 13. And the second one is a 14.
14. Nah. Jules, any last things as you're setting up camp?
I'll use my Book of Ancient Secrets to be able to cast Unseen Servant without expending a spell slot.
Okay, and what's your servant doing?
I'm gonna have him just sort of walk. He has what's the range on him that I can hold him at? Actions. Unseen Servant. He can go. So 15 feet. Okay, I'm just having him like do a 15 feet perimeter. Pointless. Just help things set up and.
Okay.
Can I have your unseen servant brush the tail of my steed I just found? With Find Steed?
Mm-hmm.
He can. He can help you,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool.
That's what he's here for.
Can I retcon just a little bit in the city?
Okay.
All I
hold
want
up.
to do is buy like a fancy piece of jewelry for the queen.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
you can retcon that.
Yeah, I would like to find some diamonds.
Diamonds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me just look up how much a diamond
I
costs.
need
real quick.
300 GP worth of diamonds.
That's not difficult to do because a diamond just costs 5,000 gold.
Oh, well.
Really quick for me, I'm gonna spend
So,
50 gold.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Lubo, just mark off 300 gold. You have one diamond for 300.
Copy that.
In Gatshot, if you want, you can mark off 600 and have two diamonds because it's Gatshot.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So, and Dwbar?
I'm gonna find a 50 gold piece worth of jewelry and send it to the queen.
Okay, I'll say that you find, and you can write this down, a dwarven, a gold and platinum inlaid dwarven pendant or earrings.
Ah.
Well, I've already sent it. Like, I want to go ahead and like send it to her as well, so I'm not
Okay.
like, carrying it.
Well, then just make a note that you did it for me, please. We got a lot to remember from this game.
What's one more, eh?
So, and with that, I'm going to call it for tonight, guys. I know that was kind of on the shorter side, but that's like, I don't see us getting to a better stopping point.
Yeah,
For sure.
We're wrapping up.
And we have finished the, or I think
Gatcha.
finished the Gatcha arc of our story.
Yay. Level up!
Actually, yeah, no, I don't even care how much. I don't even care how much however much XP you need to level, just take it.
I mean, we like just
Hooray.
leveled up.
Oh, did you? Wait, hold on. How long ago did you level up?
No, come on.
We literally
What the
just
hell?
leveled up like 2 sessions ago.
Did you?
Shoot.
Yeah.
Never mind. Bran's right. Bran, I want I want to give you inspiration for being honest.
Did we?
We really did.
Yeah,
2 sessions
what's-
ago, so 4 months?
Anyone who jumps on the not leveling train in the next 5 seconds can have inspiration.
Oh,
The DM!
yay, we didn't level.
I'm sorry, I thought it, for some reason, my brain was telling me that it had been like a long time since you guys leveled up.
I'm looking right now to see what the
Because I did get Wall of Light.
apps are.
Oh, yeah, you debuted Wall of Light in the Beholder fight, so it really hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
It was 4 sessions ago.
Okay.
3 sessions ago? 4 sessions ago.
Well-
Anywho, do you want to do the thing now where I sell him the golem rod for 1,000,000 gold pieces?
Okay, how much are you actually going to try to get for it?
1,000,000 gold pieces.
He turns you down.
These are the first 4 controllable golems that have been seen in this city ever, right? And you said you have enough money to just throw at this thing. You don't think this is both a military great thing to have as well as a great status thing to have?
And 1,000,000 gold is a magnificent amount of money, even for a noble house.
Fine, 1,000,000,000 gold. All right, no, but for 1,000,000 gold, it's a big amount. So, what is his counteroffer?
He offers you... he is Agilbar Gardal, I have to keep that in mind. He offers you 10,000 gold.
Okay, how about 500,000 gold?
He offers you 11,000 gold.
Okay, what was the name of the other house?
House Holstarg?
Holstarg. Yeah, can we go talk to House Holstarg?
Sure. Hold on, I want to check something real quick, since we're doing this anyway. Let me have a look-see. At
10,000 gold. Aren't like our items worth 10,000 gold? Just like our good
I mean,
magic
10,000
items worth
gold's
10,000?
almost enough to level the keep. Like,
Oh, I thought it was like 150,000 gold to level the keep.
I don't think it's that much, no. Hold on, let me,
I was thinking of this like dollars. Like, $1,000,000 for a family this rich isn't that much. Maybe 1,000,000 gold is more than that.
I mean, also, it's a medieval wealth-like distribution. 1,000,000's an insane number.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be like walking up to Bezos and saying, "Can I have 1,000,000,000?" Like-
yeah, he's got 200 of them.
Does he actually have 200 billion? Fuck.
Yeah, there. Yeah, that was a bad
That
example.
wasn't
but
good.
Okay, that's like walking up to Jeff Bezos and asking for 170 billion.
Okay, well, fair enough. What is the how much would it cost to level the keep twice? That's what I want to get.
Okay, well, I just looked up what an equivalent actual magic item in the DMG costs. So I have a benchmark now for this. Hold on.
so take your headphones off. Take your headphones off.
Yeah, but I also feel that, like, as a status symbol, as someone who wants to rule the entire dwarf city, having 4 stone golems is a pretty solid status
Oh, no,
symbol.
no, no. Don't get me wrong, he wants it. You were just on a whole different, like, economic scale than me.
Look, I saw Austin Powers, and they did manage to find $100 billion in 1969, so...
Yeah, the logic of Austin Powers cannot be faulted.
And they're like,
Yeah, well, he came... yeah.
$1 million. Okay, yeah, sure.
Alright, let's...
What? What? Really?
Early on enough.
You give me $1 million? I was like, yeah. Sure.
$1 million isn't a lot in 1999.
I was like, oh.
So, for a castle... Yours is composed of a keep, tower, and temple. You don't have an establishment yet. So...
Yeah. How much would it cost to level everything up?
This is for the keep.
Twice.
And 8. Okay. So you have to upgrade. That's for building. Still, you can upgrade it. Okay. All right, so at my understanding, to upgrade all three structures, which you have to, because it's a castle, you can't just upgrade one. You have to upgrade everything together. It's one of the downsides of having a castle as opposed to just a keep tower or, temple. Right?
Sure.
So, to upgrade everything from level 1 to 2 will cost. Kieran, what's 11,000 with another 10%?
12,100.
Okay, so to get from level 1 to 2 is 12,100 gold.
Okay. So let's say I'm asking for 30,000.
Okay, well, just to get the math done, to then get from second to third level on the keep is 16.
I feel like it ramps.
20, yeah, it does. It's 22,000 plus 10%, Kieran.
That would be 24,200.
Okay, so it's those two numbers combined to get to third level.
36,000. Well, 36,300.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll sell you this golem stick for 40,000 gold.
So you're now talking to House Holstard. So he is less shrewd.
Oh, no.
What? Oh. Are
Yeah.
you talking to Gardal or
Actually,
Holstard?
yeah, that's fine. Well, Gardal was pretty rude, so I'll talk to House Holstard.
Okay.
40,000 gold, or else I'm going back to House Gardal.
40,000? He doesn't do 40,000.
Okay, House Gardal.
He's never even seen 40,000.
Yeah. So I was talked to House Gardal when it was at 1 million, so 40,000 is more reasonable.
So he says 20.
40. And this is protection for your son.
That was
There's
the wrong
protection
argument.
for your son.
That was the wrong argument.
You said you don't want your son dead. You don't want someone to keep an eye on him? Jeez.
20. That's all I'm
40.
gonna do.
All right.
So
Can I
what's to stop
make a
them
persuasion check?
Make a persuasion check.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
persuade him to do 40.
Well, you're gonna persuade him.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I don't think intimidating
Just
him.
make
would
a
work.
persuasion check real quick.
Okay. 21.
25.
Okay. Fine. 30,000 it is.
25.
You just said 40.
I just said 25.
30 and we'll leave right now.
25.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and persuade him to go to 30 because I'm still at 35.
Okay.
Fine, 25. $20.
Oh, did you roll in that one?
25 it is.
Did you roll in that one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, no, but you just gave me inspiration, so I'm rolling again.
I did do that.
All right. Okay, so this is 24 now.
Oh, well, that's a bit different.
25.
Wait, no, sorry, 27. 18 plus 9. 27.
You still haven't hit the
27.
DC, and it's 25.
Okay, so I hit 27.
No, he's still offering you 25.
Oh, okay.
27's not
All
enough
right.
to persuade. You're talking to the leader of the biggest banking clan in the world.
Okay, fine. 25 and more diamonds.
25.
I'll never bother you again.
He reaches out a hand and says 25.
I was like, oh, now you want to shake on it. And I shake.
So,
We could have been allies.
you go ahead and add 25,000 gold to your inventory and remove the golem control rod. And I also assume
Okey-doke.
you've told him the location of the golems.
Yes, I will do that for an extra 15,000 gold pieces.
No, that's part of the deal.
I know.
So I will say, we are at 56,000 XP, which is about halfway between levels 9 and 10.
Add 5,000 to
So-
that.
Yeah, so that'll put us at 61,000, which is the level up is 64.
Yeah, so then add 5. You're not leveling up today, but you're close.
Well, okay, so 5 for each, like not split or
No, just add 5 to the total. I'm not going to tell you to then split any because you're all leveling together. There's no point in me doing that.
Okay.
So, but you just completed a major like character arc for Dwbar. So that to me is worth a whack ton of experience, which 5,000 is a lot. So now the Gardal family, because of the direct actions of you, have the support of Ambrose, the Ordinator, and a Golem control rod and 4 golems.
well, hopefully I'll have something to come back to whenever I fall
Yeah,
saving the world.
I feel like we just made it that much harder for Dwbar to do his thing, but okay.
Well, in my view, maybe it makes. I'm hoping that we helped speed this process along and not draw it out. That's what I'm hoping. So that the Yetchins will be ready for my glorious return.
You're just gonna shoot your sister in the face, huh?
I mean, well, we'll see.
Back in the face.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Oh, by the way, is anybody who does not currently have... Oh, wait, where's my... Oh, yeah, never mind. Does anybody want this Amulet of Health? Because I would wear the Amulet of Health. But if someone... Who is the squishiest?
Not me.
Me, probably.
Alright, this necklace makes your constitution 19.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Does that work when you're leveling up?
No, if you're the way it works is it sets your con to 19, unless your con's already higher than that. So
I know, but like,
And whenever he
say-
levels, is he gonna add that con mod?
no.
there's-
Well, no. Oh, you mean when he gets more health during a level up?
Yes.
No, because
Yeah.
it. Huh. I don't know.
Ha! We win D&D.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
feel like I
Google
could have
that.
gotten 50,000 for that big.
Anyway, well, for the people who are one viewer, which is probably one of you guys, we don't have a sign off phrase, and we're out. Thanks for watching.
See you.
Yay.
Slay.